Hey guys, it is I can't even remember my own name. Hey guys, it's Justin and I want to finally make and produce this video that quite honestly is a year in the making. And I'll get into a bit of why it's taken a year to get here. But just want to take a second and hopefully provide some encouragement for you and your journey wherever you're at. As you may or may not know, about a year ago, our family left Denver, moved back to California to be closer to family. And I had this idea one morning as I was traveling to work that you follow blogs and you get caught up in the internet life, and there is this myth and this mystique that this entrepreneur life or this self-made life or this we somehow fall into this fallacy that, well, if I just live my authentic self, everything is going to fall into place and everything is great. And boy, look, I can post pictures on Instagram of me sitting in front of some fancy car and show people that I've made it. The other thing that we fall victim to, I think, is this idea that a lot of times when we listen to voices or perspectives or people that are telling us, just embrace the grind. Look, all you got to do is hustle, 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 and just work and just keep grinding, man. Like everything just kind of takes care of itself. And the one thing that I've noticed about a lot of those perspectives and points and videos and pictures that get out about that is, and what can be frustrating for people starting that journey or somewhere in the middle of it, is that we always hear about this embrace the grind from people who, in many respects, we would say have made it and have come out of that, right? We see the encouraging post after all of the hard work is done. What they show you is their brand new fancy car that they have right now, not the beat up piece of crap that they drove for years while they were embracing the grind. And so there can be this bit of development inside of us that says, yeah, but what does that look like for me? You can say embrace the grind because you have enough money to feed your family or to afford that car, or like whatever it is that we hype up in our head about this thing that we are constantly striving for. And there can be this feeling that develops, this bitterness. Like, do you know how many grinders I have worn out? Like, I have been grinding. When do I catch my big break? I don't have that fancy picture to post on Instagram. And this is that idea of that video that came to me a year ago of I should just shoot a real video of like what in the moment grind looks like before you've made it. And by all means, over the last year, I don't feel like I've made it. There's still that push. And that's part of what this video is about, because look, this is not some big it's big. This is not some fancy car. I'm not showing you pictures of the inside of my Lamborghini. This isn't my weekend Lexus. This is my borrowed 15-passenger van from God knows when, sometime in the early 90s. Right? Like, you want to talk grind and hustle, this is a vehicle that I'm incredibly thankful for, because it allows me to get up at 4 a.m. 6 days a week and head to the club and do personal training. And in the midst of early mornings and late nights and all that is required of people who are trying to embrace the grind, I am incredibly thankful for a vehicle that gets me there with incredible accuracy and reliability. It's been a blessing to have this vehicle. But it's not one of those that I can look at and say, oh man, this is my dream car. Like, if I were to go inside and show you my sketchbook of what it is I'm chasing, it is not a 1990 Ford 15-passenger conversion van. As great as it is, not my ideal car. And so the grind happens. Embrace it, right? Like that's the mantra that we keep telling ourselves. And I just want you to know, like, you don't have to have it all figured out. Just go and do something. I'm going to be posting another video shortly as a follow-up to this one, so I'm kind of going to leave it there because that's getting into the next video. But just like, if you have this passion, this desire, this burning sense inside of you that, you know what, maybe I want to try to start my own business, or maybe I do finally want to sit down and write that book, or I've had this photograph in my head that I know I need to take, or this picture I need to paint, or this poem that I need to compose, or this service that I need to offer, or whatever it is. And if all of the cheesy slogans about embracing the grind and just hustling until you catch a breakthrough, and all of the fake posed pictures on Instagram, if those aren't doing it for you, here is a real video of me sitting in a 15-passenger van, a borrowed van, can't even afford it myself, a borrowed van. You got this. And however I can help, however I can be of service or assistance, if you just need to look at my dumb face and know that everything's going to be all right, I hope I've helped. Get after it, whatever that looks like for you. I'm here. Leave a comment below. We will do this together. We'll see you guys soon.